Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a get unready with me. So I'm getting ready to go take a shower, but I decided to go ahead and remove my makeup while I chat with you guys. I just wanted to have a little chat. So we're going to start with removing my eye makeup. As you can see, my lipstick is way gone. It is now around, I don't know, around 9 o'clock at night. And I'm not ready to go to bed yet, but I'm ready to take this off. I'm using the Clinique Take the Day Off Makeup Remover for lids, lashes, and lips. And I actually got this on a haul that I did from the Clinique website. And this was a free gift with the purchase. And it is a full size. And this is a really good eye makeup remover. It's very gentle. It's one of the few that do not burn my eyes. I hate it when I have a makeup remover or even a micellar water that burns my eyes, and a lot of them do. Even if they say they're for gentle skin or sensitive skin, they still burn my eyes. So anyway, I'm all excited. I had an amazing weekend. You guys know I don't talk about politics or religion here. But we did go to an Eucharistic encounter this weekend. It was my husband, my daughter, and I. And it was such a nice weekend. Such a nice experience. There were no protesters, which was so nice to see. I don't know, it was a long day. It was from 12 to 9. And my only complaint was, of course, you can't take any food or drinks with you. But they had very few food stations, and of course, you know, you had to buy your food and drinks. And it took a long time. There was like, they said there were like 12,000 people at this event. And it just took forever to be able to grab some food. But it was all worth it. They had some amazing speakers. The Mass was done by the Bishop of St. Petersburg, the Diocese of St. Petersburg. It was really nice. So anyways, that was Saturday, and then yesterday I can't tell, I don't have a mirror. Here we go. I do have a mirror. I can't tell if my mascara is all off. It looks like it's all off. So yesterday, Sunday, my husband and I took care of Isabella, my little one, and my son's 2 older kids. I'm going to use this cleansing oil. I'm almost out of it. I received this, I'm pretty sure, in a box. But it's a really nice scarf. It's really nice scarf because it says Madagascar. It's a really nice one. It's a Centella Light Cleansing Oil. This one it says made with pure Centella from Madagascar. Imagine that. It is a good one though. It does a great job of removing makeup, but at this point the pump doesn't really work. So I am just going to pour some on my hand, and there's probably enough there for like one more cleanse after today, and then I'm done with this. I have other cleansers, so I really do not need to buy any right now, but this is a nice one. It kind of smells a little like lemony. It's nice. It's nice. I like it. It does a great job of removing your makeup. So I'm going to take it a little bit down my neck because I did use some bronzer on my neck today, and I'm not worried about taking it all the way down to take my SPF off because I am going to go take a shower after I'm done here. Anyways, another exciting news is that we almost finished planning our trip to Portugal. So we're going to be there we're going to be gone for 15 days. So basically 2 of those days is traveling. One is pretty much traveling there, and then the other one traveling back. It was hard to find a non-stop flight to Portugal, and we're going to be driving to Miami and then flying out from Miami to Portugal. So our plan is to fly into Lisbon, and then our plane gets in around 5 o'clock. I have a bowl with water, warm water in front of me, like 5:10 a.m. And we were going to start our vacation in Lisbon. But since we're not able to check into our hotel until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we decided that when we get to Lisbon, we're going to take a train to Porto. And because it's not that far, it's like 2.5 hours, I believe. And then we're going to start our vacation there. And then we're going to spend 6 nights in Porto. And then we're going to go to, on the way back, working our way back to Lisbon, we're going to stop in Caixa, which is a seaside town. And we're going to spend 2 nights there. That's only like a 30-minute train ride. And then from there, go to Lisbon. And then we fly out of Lisbon back home. And when we are in Porto, one of the things we want to do is go on a wine tasting tour. So I can't wait. So we have the hotel in Porto. We have the hotel in Caixa. Of course, our flight is already booked. And then we still need a hotel in Lisbon. It's been kind of hard to find something that has everything we need. We're staying in like an apartment. And like the one in Caixa, we're only 2 days, so we don't care. That one's just a regular, it's like it's a guest house, but that's fine. But the one in Porto is an apartment, so a 1-bedroom apartment. Now I'm going to use the Inky List Hydrating Cream to Milk Cleanser. So I'm going to use a couple of pumps of that. I always like to be generous with my cleansers. This one pump thing doesn't work for me. So anyways, so we want to stay somewhere that of course has air conditioner, that it has a kitchen, so that if we decide like one day, let's say for lunch, we just want to pick up like cold cuts and a good loaf of bread and a bottle of wine, you know, that we can do that. Or if we want to fix breakfast one morning, then we can do that. You know, just have the flexibility if we want to have, you know, snacks or drinks or something in the fridge. And also that it has a washer and dryer, because I'm only packing like for 4 to 5 days. Then I'm going to do my laundry. And then we'll have, you know, the clean clothes again for the next trek of the trip. I don't want to pack for 2 weeks because that's going to be way too much. But a lot of these places, you have to make sure that you look, because they don't have air conditioning. A lot of them don't have elevators. So we need to make sure that we're not like on a, you know, 3rd or 4th floor or something like that, because that's a long trek for take luggage up. So it's a lot of little things. Also, a lot of them don't have even a queen size bed, which we don't care if it's not king, but we like to have at least a queen size bed. But a lot of them are just like 2 twins or a double. So it hasn't been that easy. And a lot of them, I have to make sure I don't cover my face when I'm trying to talk to you. A lot of them, you know, we read a lot of reviews on a lot of, we take for granted that everywhere we stay here in the US, there's air conditioning. And we've found out that you'd have to make sure it's mentioned, or there may not be air conditioning, or that you have a private bathroom and not that it's a shared bathroom. So it's a lot of little research that you have to do. But we're very, very excited. So I've gone twice already with a clean towel, so all my soap is off. And all my makeup is off. So we're excited. And you may think we're crazy. I mean, we're pretty flexible since we're retired now. Even if we set a date and we can't get like what we want for that date, we can move the date, because since we're retired, it really doesn't matter. It's not like, you know, we have to ask for vacation time at work. But we don't like planning on vacations really early, like 3 months away, because it's like, oh my God, I have 3 months till we go. This way, it's only like a few weeks, a few short weeks. So it's very, very exciting. Okay, so all of that is off. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Thayer's. This is the Hydrating Milky Toner with Snow Mushroom Hyaluronic Acid. I really, really like this. As you can see how much I've used. And I still have some on my road, but I've been really enjoying this. So normally what I do with this, when my face is still a little damp, I'll put some on. And then I kind of let it, and after I take a shower, I'm going to use more on my chest. But right now, I'm not taking it all the way down because I am going to take a shower and it's going to be washed off. But, so anyway, I've really been liking that. So I'll let this dry and then I'll use another layer. So anyway, yeah, we like to plan it like just a few weeks so that we only have like, you know, 3-4 weeks to wait, and it's exciting. So I don't have to buy a lot of stuff for my trip. I did order a few long sleeve shirts because it seems like the weather is going to be, during the day, is going to be like in the high 60s, low 70s, which is perfect. And at night, it's going to be like in the high 50s, low 60s. And that is perfect weather for me. That's why I wanted to go in the fall. I didn't want to go in the summer because I'm overheat. I get enough of that here. And we decided not to spend more than 2 days at the seaside or the oceanside city because we have beaches here. So we wanted to break it up and just get to see as much as possible. But, you know, a beach is amazing. It's beautiful anytime, but we have it here. So it's nothing new for us. But we're going to be taking like day trips also. So that is, you know, something that we plan on doing. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get around, but hey, there's always Ubers. And, you know, and one thing I can say about Europe is their mass transportation is so much better than what we have in the US. And there's some cities in the US that there's really good mass transportation, but in Florida, there isn't. So, but I know that like in Boston and New York and places like that, mass transportation is much better than what we have here in Florida. Florida pretty much is very much behind the times. Alright, so one of the things I'm going to do is my lash serum. I use this every single night. This one is from, it says Show Lash. I don't think that's the name of the company, but if you Google it on the Show Lash, it does come up. But I will link it below. I'll link whatever I'm using below. And I just do one dip and it's enough for both the lashes. And you just use it like you do an eyeliner, except that I can do this. I can do an eyeliner. But this one doesn't burn your eyes. It doesn't make your eyes red. And it really works because my eyelashes were looking very puny and they're looking okay now. So, alright, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to use this Osei serum, under eye serum. And look how much I've used, guys. I'm almost done with this. I do have a backup for it, but this is very hydrating and my eyes need all the help that I can get. I also put some here on my temple because I do have like a little bit of texture there, so I do add a little bit to it. But I like to make sure that there's plenty of product there. So I use that every morning and night. I use this every morning and night. And this, I use this in the morning. I just use like one pump of this because my face is really not dirty in the morning. I'm just removing the skincare from overnight and any sebum or something that I may have on my face. But it's really, I don't have any dirt. Okay, like 3 times a week, I've been using this. And this I've used before. I've gone through several bottles of this. This is from Dermalect, and it's called the Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum. It's glycolic, salicylic, and L-ascorbic acid. And this is a peel, but it's very gentle. It does not, and I don't count. I'll show you. It's like half a dropper. This is what it looks like. It is a little thick, not super thick, but it's more like a gel than liquid. So I like to use that like 3 times a week instead of my Retin-A. My Retin-A, I've cut it down to like twice a week. So on days that I'm not using this, I'll pick 2 days that I use my Retin-A, but today is not a day for that. So I like to do this on my face, and that helps remove any dead skin that you may have on your face, or if, you know, sometimes I get those little milia. And between this and the next product I'm going to use, it really does help. Alright, so I let that sink for like a second. In the meantime, I actually used this up a couple of weeks ago and I've been using other stuff. This is my Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask, and this one was in Sweet Daisy. It's all out. This is so good. This is my favorite overnight lip mask. I know it's pricier than like the Laneige. It's like about the same price, but you get less products. So it's pricier, but it's my favorite. So I'm opening up a brand new one. I still have another backup because I've been able to get them on sale. So, and I've shared it with my daughter and things like that. So this one is cinnamon sugar. I haven't tried this one before, but oh, this is my favorite. And I really think that this helps. It has helped my lips. I have small lips, but I feel like it makes them plumper. And I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying that to exaggerate. I don't have a code. They don't know who I am. The link that I do use, an affiliate link, but if you guys know me, I don't try to sell you anything, but I really love this. It's my favorite. So it is a thicker one. So I usually just, I'm not going to do it the way I normally do when I go to bed, because I usually go like outside my lips. I make sure I get all the skin outside my lips, because you know how you get the little lines outside your lips? I don't have that. So right now I'm just going to act like I'm a normal person and just put it on my lips. It's not sweet, but it does smell. I don't know if it smells like, it smells sweet, but I don't know if it smells like cinnamon sugar. But it doesn't taste like anything, but it's pleasant. It smells good. It smells like Christmas, kind of, you know, those kind of like nice spice. These are so good. And this, you get up in the morning and your lips feel amazing. This is not plumping. Even though it says forget the filler, you don't get any kind of plumping with this, okay? This doesn't hurt. I don't mind plumping products for my lips, but not to sleep, okay? I want to be comfortable. So that's what I'm doing there. Then right now, my skincare changes. I have been using one from, I think it was Korea, either Japan or Korea, and I kind of ran through all of them. So now I'm back to Estee Lauder, and I love this. And whenever I have milia on my face, if I use this, and it does take a little bit of time, okay, it's not going to happen overnight, but this does get rid of the milia. And I have a couple of them here, which I don't know what caused it. I don't know if it could have been an SPF that I was using. And again, once I take a shower, I will take my skincare down my neck and chest, because I do that all the time. Whatever goes here, except for my retin-A or any acids, because this is very sensitive and it will burn me. But as far as moisturizers, anything that I use on my face goes on my neck, chest, my hands, and elbows. But after I take my shower, I'll do the rest of that. Right now, I'm just doing my face. So I just kind of like massage that in. Yeah, so the only thing is I am going to miss my kiddos while we're gone. But we'll still be able to FaceTime them, even though it's not the same. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun. My husband and I always have an amazing time whenever we take a trip together. So I can't wait. So I'm not taking a lot of stuff. I do have, is it Hoka's? I think that's how you say it. Tennis shoes. So I have the, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Is it Double Wear? No, that's not. That's the makeup. What is it called? Advanced Night Repair. Oh wait, I didn't bring a face cream. I only brought the, this is my travel one. So I have to go get a moisturizer. So anyway, this is the eye cream from the Night Repair. Yes, I'll have to go run and get a moisturizer really quick. So I do put it on my eyelids. Guys, I have been doing, whether it says you can or not, I have been doing that for over 55 years and nothing's ever happened. And I think my lids are not crepey for being almost 70. I mean, they're not as nice as they were a couple of years ago, but they still look pretty good for my age. So it does make a difference. I don't put it on my, you know, like against my lashes. I don't want it to go in my eyes, but I do put it all over my lid. I always have. I'm being very gentle, even though it looks like I'm rubbing. I'm not. And I'm gonna take some extra one and go around the eye area and in my orbital bone right here. I'll make sure all of this is hydrated between my brows. Like I said, I am very generous when it comes to moisturizer, cleansers. I want to make sure my skin is clean and that it's very well marinated during the night. During the day, I don't use quite as much. So let me go run and get a moisturizer really quick. Alright, so we're going to use the Lancome Renergy Lift Multi-Action Night Cream, and this is really nice. This is a Firming Anti-Wrinkle Night Cream. I actually got this through, I've used quite a bit of it as you can see. I got this through HSN. They had 2 for the price of 1, which was a great value because this is not cheap. So I kind of try to warm it up between my fingers. And again, and I'm repeating myself, but this will go down here. If I have, or if I receive in a box or something, or in PR, which I haven't been getting any skincare in PR, but if I do, and if I receive like a neck cream, that I use that. But if not, I just use whatever moisturizer I put on my face. That's what I've been doing for years. I don't really go out and seek a night cream per se. As long as it has good ingredients. If it's gonna work on my face, it's gonna work on my neck. So again, on the back of my hands. And I'll let this soak in for a little bit before I go take a shower so that some of it will get into my skin. So anyway, that's it. My lips, now they do feel cool, but no plumping whatsoever. It just feels like minty. I don't want to say it. You don't taste mint, but the coolness of mint, but not a lot. It almost feels like, you know, when you go outside and it's cold, or in Florida we pretend it's cold outside, and your lips get that cooling sensation. That's what you feel. Not with that. That's what you feel with this, with the Lawless. But okay, I don't care. It's my favorite. I'm always gonna have that because I absolutely love it. So that is my skincare. I don't even, like I said, I don't use this every day. It's like 3 times a week. I have like this much left. But this is really, really good. And it does a great job exfoliating because I don't really get like dry patches or anything on my skin. But I've been using it mainly because I have some texture here on my temples. But guys, I'm going to be 70, so I'm going to be getting stuff, okay? But I'm still like to be able to fight it. I'm not going to get it without a fight. We're fighting. My face and I are fighting. But this does a really good job. If you suffer from dry patches or something like this, this is really gentle. They say you can use it during the day or at night, but I only use it at night. Products like this make your skin a little sensitive. And if you're going to be going out in the sun, even though you need to wear SPF, to me it's just safer if you use it at night and you don't use it during the day. And then even with SPF, your skin's going to be a little more sensitive to sunlight. So I just prefer to just use it at night. So this is an empty, and this gets to be thrown out. And yeah, I do have one more as a backup, but during the holidays when somebody has a sale, Clara will be getting at least one more because I don't ever want to run out of it. And I like to use my other ones too, but this one gets used a heck of a lot more than the other one. So that's all I have. I just wanted to share the information about my trip. So what I'm trying to do is, I've been doing 3 videos a week, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And I think from now through November, or the beginning of November, I'm only going to do 2 videos a week. Because I like to be able to film some footage for when I'm gone, so I can still post 2 videos a week. Because if I do 3 videos every week, it's just, I'm not going to be able to record extra videos for while I'm gone. So I'm just going to be posting on Tuesdays and Fridays, and then if I get something special that I want to share with you, I do an extra one, but I don't want to promise 3 videos. So most likely it's only going to be Tuesdays and Fridays. Once I'm back from my trip and I have my life situated again, then I'll try to go back to 3 videos a week, but it's just too hard. It's too hard to get 3. As it is now, it's hard. And you know, there's things that come up, and yeah, I'm not going to miss out just because I need to film a video. I love you guys, but you know, there's other things in my life. All right, so thank you so much. Share with me, what is your skincare routine at night? You don't have to tell me what is in the morning if you don't want to. You can if you want to. I'm here to read your comments. But share with me, what do you use at night? Do we have any products in common? Have you tried this? This is really good, guys. If this is like $15 and you get 12 fluid ounces. I've seen it for the same price everywhere. I got mine at Target through Target.com. They didn't have it at the store, but it only took like 2 days for me to get it. But it's the same price at Walmart when I looked, and also Amazon. So it's pretty much the same price everywhere. But I really like it because it's not super watery. It's got like a little bit of body to it, but it's very hydrating. So, and it is cruelty free. Vegan, 100% recycled. Okay, I would assume the box, okay, because I don't think they can squeeze that out of my face, no. But it is 98% natural origin ingredients, so I really like it, really, really do. All right, you guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I love you. Have an amazing evening, day, whenever it is you're watching this, and I will see you soon on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.